Hey y'all, welcome to Rice and Crafts and Sensational Stamps. Today I am going to make a Thanksgiving layout. I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit. I'm using the Sensational stamp called, I think it's Tom Turkey. Let me look. Yeah, it's Tom Turkey. And he's really stinking adorable. And so, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and get the housekeeping type stuff out of the way. For a link to find this image and all the rest of the Sensational Stamps, click the information bar below for a link to my blog. I'm going to also post a link to Sensational Stamps in case you want to just forgo the blog. Then it'll be right there. Unless you're watching from Sensational Stamps, and then there should be a list of all of the design team blogs as well as the store address. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know for sure how I'm going to work, whether we're going to have a horizontal or vertical picture on this one. I do know that I want to pop him up on some foam, but that's not going to happen right away. So I'm going to set those two pieces aside. And I decided I want to do a little bit of inking. So I'm going to grab my 8.5 by 11 inch craft cardstock, and this is Versacolor brown. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink my edges because it just gives just a little bit of contrast between the craft and that darker brown. And then I'm going to grab my pattern paper here, which is from the Paper Studios All Seasons, and I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges with the same brown. And I was going to do this before I got started, and I forgot, but that's okay. I'm hopefully moving quick enough with this that it shouldn't make it too long. And I'm going to go ahead and ink my orange piece. I guess you could call it my photo mat, because I do cut my photo pieces a 1/4 inch bigger than the standard photo size. Okay. And I was going to ink my letters, but they're kind of small, so I'm not. Okay, so then we should line up. I'm going to slide this guy back up. Okay, and you're kind of, I'm going to pull that forward. There, that's better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adhere this piece down to my craft cardstock. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift up this side and put a line of ATG down, and I'm going to flip it over and do one in the middle and one out here. And then if you want, you could come in and get closer to the corners, but since these are going in a page protector anyways, I'm not too terribly concerned about the paper coming up, unless I, do it while I'm working on it, and then that would be bad. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing my greeting, which I cut using my silhouette and the, I gotta look, hold on, gotta look at my cheat sheet here. It's the Broadway font. And if it's not already on your computer, then I got it at defont.com, which is my go-to font site. Okay. And I have a little clog in my glue here. Almost got it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So I'm going to use art glitter glue to put my title on. And I went, after I cut it using my silhouette, I ran it through my Big Shot in the Swiss Dots embossing folder, which makes this fun little polka dot. And it gives a little bit of texture to my layout without having to add bulk. And I'm trying to move quickly so this doesn't take forever. And then I'm going to start with the Y, because when I planned this out on my silhouette, I drew a box the size that my layout was going to be, or sorry, my pattern paper was going to be. And my letters I should be able to get both words at the top of this pattern paper. And I'm going to go ahead and finish putting my letters on. Okay. Crap. Okay. I have to rub that away. Wasn't supposed to drop that letter there. That's one of the cool things about this glue, is you can just kind of rub away your oopsies. All right. And I'll get my T on. So happy turkey, and then day goes below it. You could run this through a Xyron and make this much quicker, which is what I should have done, but I didn't, because sometimes I just don't like messing with it. It's easier to do this way. Probably quicker to do it the other way though.
Hi.
So,
How are you?
once I get my punctuation on here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of lay out my photo frame and my turkey, and that will give me an idea of how to finish this layout.
Okay. Hi. How are you?
Okay, there we go. And then I think I want it to go ahead and be horizontal like that. And then I've got room to write down here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape on the bottom of my turkey. Okay. Yeah, and then that can just hang out over my photo frame. And I'm going to grab my ATG gun. And we'll throw some adhesive down. And that's going to go right there. And I'm going to go ahead and peel the backing off of my foam tape. There we go. Put him there. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do for a journaling frame. And I have to dig my journal bucket out. Sorry if you can see my head there.
I don't know why you sent a claim in.
That's kind of cute. Kind of small though. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. That's a tag. Ooh, I could do this one. And cut the today off. I think I might combine them too. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this to the side for a minute, and I'm gonna work with my tag here. I'm gonna figure out. Okay. So I think I want it like right there by right here. And I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and we're going to shoot for okay, so I just cut that journaling tab down, And I'm going to grab my scissors and straighten this cut up like that. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to ink both of my pieces here with that Versamark brown ink, just to bring it together. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My battery died. There we go. Okay, so what I did before I realized my camera died was I went ahead and layered the tag. And I just put some orange, a little sliver of orange behind the journaling tag. And I got one. And here I'm gonna put down. And then I decided to go ahead and make this a pocket. So I'm just going to use some my art glitter glue, and I'm just going to do a border on the two edges in the bottom. Just like that. And then when that dries, I can go ahead and make a couple little mats to just kind of stick down in there. And that is our scrapbook page for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions or you want to see what other cute stamps Sensational Stamps has, just click the information bar below. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.